Box Destroyers, what's happening? Hey, look, in this video, I want to go over why I think you should choose Bluehost and why I have chosen Bluehost as my web hosting service. I've got three main reasons that I'm going to go over today. So it's going to be the service, just for the email service itself, and that if you're going to make multiple websites. Now, let's get into the details of this video. Alright, so my number one, the service of Bluehost. The service is really great. And this isn't me, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a family member that works at Bluehost or anything like that. But when you have a company that gives you good service, you just, you take it into account. You know, when you can contact a company and that they will genuinely try to help you through your issue and help you through your problem. Because what I think that the vast majority of people who are building websites, I mean, if you're a tech developer and you know exactly what you're doing in extreme detail, you may not be using Bluehost. Maybe you're using some other company that gives you more flexible, more freedom, more flexibility. I am a guy that I've probably built a dozen websites. I mean, I guess that makes me above your average beginner or whatever. It's kind of been trial by error. I've learned on my own. I've learned by asking questions and, you know, learning on YouTube. But the service is great. So when I've run into an issue, a technical problem, they have great questions. You can go in and fill out your information. If you can't figure it out on with their info that they provide you, they have great chat support. And then you can also pick up the phone and call them, and they answer the phone, and it's someone that you can understand and communicate with. It's pretty easy. It's really been a good situation for me every time I've had to call them. So, for service alone, I would honestly recommend Bluehost as a web host. Just service alone. And before I forget, that I have a link down below where you can actually get service for like $3.95 a month. They have great introductory deals, so just find that down in the description. It is an affiliate link, so you know they reward me, give me some kind of commission or something if you use that link. But it's the same deal that you would get on your own. So, but if you want to check that out. So the second reason why I would use them is the point of creating emails. So if you need to create a professional email, and I'll link up a video at the end of this. At the end of the video, so that you can go and check that out if you don't know how to do it. But if you need to create a professional email, so if your domain name is, for example, brooksconkle.com, and I want to make an email info@brooksconkle.com, I can do that through Bluehost. Cool thing is that you can create infinite emails. I probably have 30 or so email addresses created, if I had to guess, approximately 30 or so. And here, I'm going to show you some real quick. Let me go. Let's see if I can pop over here. Yeah, here we go. So here are the email addresses that I actually have set up. Now, I don't use 100% of these anymore. Some of these are for my customers. But it's a bunch. I've got a ton of emails set up. My wife actually makes fun of me for how many emails that I set up. Now, if you go through someone like, you know, a lot of folks, they buy their domain names through GoDaddy, which I do as well. This is where I buy my domain name. You know, you can get an email service through them. I just went over and looked, and, you know, you're paying like starting at $2 a month, which is totally affordable, right? But if you have 10 email addresses, then that's $20 a month. You're paying more than $200 a year just for an email service. Well, literally for that same money, less than that, I can get hosting and just use it for email service if I wanted to, right? So just keep that in mind. If you just needed professional emails and you were going to have more than one website, then totally is a great reason for you to do that. So the last reason why I'd say you would want to use Bluehost as your service is that if you want to, or you're going to be creating multiple websites and you know it, and that could be as little as, I'd say, 3 websites over time, maybe even over a year. If you're going to create 3 websites, use Bluehost, because yes, And there's multiple reasons not to use, in my opinion, a company like Wix or Weebly or Squarespace. They're great companies and they're easy, and it's easier probably in the beginning to build a website through those guys. Part of the issue comes with your data not necessarily belonging to you, and maybe they've changed that. Maybe you have the ability to download that data if you decide not to use their service any longer. But the thing is that it's subscription based, right? So you have to continuously pay for it forever. So if you're paying, I don't know, even $10 a month for one of those services, you know, $120 in the first year, it's not so bad. But then, you know, fast forward 3 years and you're in at $400 and you start getting the $500 per website. Well, if you had just built your own website using WordPress and getting web hosting, then it would have been much more affordable for you to do that and get a web host like BLUEHOST. So those are the 3 reasons. Now I'm going to tell you, if you haven't, I'm going to give you a couple of videos on how to set up your email through BLUEHOST, as well as how to set up a WordPress website through BLUEHOST if you haven't done that. So check those videos out, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and connect with us. I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.